So we're going to tie a little hollow fly variation I call the Foxstrich. We're going to incorporate, of course, bucktail and ostrich in the back, and then we'll build a head using some Arctic fox and maybe a couple different lengths, just depending. But just like any hollow fly, we'll start with some bucktail at the rear. We'll always grab the tail, pull it up from the bottom, fairly sparse amount. Take out any shorts and put it at the base. Clean out any short hairs. Maybe take out a couple of long ones. We always cut it square before we introduce it to the hook. Just a few light wraps. We'll get it to sit and just distribute it equally around. Every wrap will get slightly tighter, tighter. And just before it's closed off, add a little flash here. This fly, when I add flash, I actually like to keep it a little on the longer side. Angel hair is really fine and mixes in with the bucktail quite nicely. We'll do a little veil. Just try to distribute it as evenly as we can. And we'll try to find some nice long ostrich, a little longer than the bucktail. Go sparse. A little adhesive. And tie it down. Next couple bucktail, we're going to actually introduce in reverse. Really important to get all the short hairs out here. Again, if you want to be particular, a couple of long ones. That looks about right. Very important to distribute it all the way around. Again, in this tight space, just add a little adhesive to the thread versus the material. We're going back to our starting point. Try not to move your thread too much. And then we'll push this back as tight as we can. I'm going to build a thread dam just in front of the bucktail, so it starts to stay back on its own. To help build that thread dam, I'll add a little adhesive to the thread. Bring it up against the bucktail. Move away. And then back. Notice I didn't go over the bucktail, but still stayed just in front of it. This will provide support for the next layer of ostrich. Should be a little shorter than the first. Maybe just a little heavier. The previous hollow tie will supply some support for the ostrich. And work really hard to distribute it all around. It mixes in pretty seamlessly. And we'll take just a little bit more bucktail, a bit of a transitional color. And measure it just shorter. Distribute it. You could tie the butts down, but I've never really had to make a difference. Again, we'll push this back as tight as we can. Advance our thread in front. Start building the dam. Next, we're going to use some of the filler flash to act as a prop for the top. I'll just take and expose the core a little bit. Tie it in really well. Get any of the hair fibers out of the way. I'm just going to palmer a nice little chunk in. Couple wraps back. For the next top, try to find some nice long fox hair. So for the tail. Don't be shy. We'll try to find the longest piece we can. Yeah, just a touch. So we're going to introduce this in reverse, though it's not going to be a hollow tie. I'm looking for a transition somewhere about there. We'll open that up as best we can. Stick the whole thing right over the eye of the hook. Nice loose gathering wrap. Maybe 3 wraps back. We'll hold it there. Well, this is not hollow, we're going to tie that down. We want to just catch the front edge. Looks like a little bullet. Hold it in place. Good. A little adhesive on the thread. So that's our thread. And then we'll take one more little veil. We'll do the same thing. Open it up. Well, this time we'll introduce it in the traditional manner. Just catching it with a couple loose wraps. We're tightening it up. Make sure it's distributed. And we'll get in nice and tight. Trim the excess. Want it all back. And a little adhesive. And we can add some ice. Fox seems to be a little slippery, so we'll add a little more adhesive and several more wraps just to hold it all in place. That's what we call a Foxstrich.